Hello everybody, I'm Terry Stiles back in the studio with Jim Hughes. Hi Jim, welcome back.
Hi Terry, and this week on Oxford News This Week, graduation finally takes place in Oxford. Still time to run for the village council, and the county asks to save water.
Yeah, they sure do. There's that and many more stories on the Oxford News, and it begins right now. Last Thursday, Oxford senior students finally had their walk across stage moment when the Oxford High School hosted a virtual graduation for all 4 district graduates, with the exception of one event. Family members attended through a live Facebook feed set up by Oxford Community Television. Unfortunately, during one of the graduation events, the live feed went out, but OCTV also recorded the event, so those that missed it can watch it on OCTV Facebook feed or obtain a copy from OCTV by calling 248-628-9658. Jim?
For those of you who may want to toss their hat into the political ring on a local level, the village residents have until July 21st to turn in their candidate petition, which must be signed by 25 voters, qualified residents, and no more than 50 in order to get your name on the ballot. Just like Justin Wilcock, who stopped by the township office to pick up his candidate information packet from the township clerk, Curtis Wright. It's as simple as that in the process. The village council has 3 seats open, and they're up for grabs for the November 3rd, 2020 general election. Candidates must be at least 21 years of age, registered voter, and a resident of the village for at least 6 months immediately prior to the date of the election. Information packets, including nominating petitions, are available at the township office Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Terry?
The township picked up another planning commissioner, Corey Bailey, who was sworn in last week. Bailey also serves on the Oxford Board of Education since 2017 and was appointed to the Planning Commission last May. Prior to this appointment, Bailey served on the Township Zoning Board of Appeals.
Here's a little bit of township housekeeping and reminding residents on how important it is to vote in all the elections. Over 3,300 absentee voter ballots have been sent. The August 4th primary election were mailed out last week for the Oxford Township. If you did not receive your absentee ballot, the village would like you to contact them at 248-628-9787. Oxford Township just also loaded over 4,000 tax bills sent out to the township property owners, and payment is actually due coming up on September 14th, 2020. If you have any questions about your tax bill, make sure to contact Treasurer Joe Ferrari, 248-628-9787. More township news here. Oxford Township water customers are put on notice that the Oakland County Water Resource Commissioner's Office, in coordination with the Oxford Township Water and Sewer Committee, are being issued a mandatory watering schedule for your home restrictions. And they're effective through June 30th. Obviously, with the heat, will remain in effect until further notice. More township news coming at you. Odd-numbered home addresses are allowed to water lawns only on odd-numbered days, even-numbered on even-numbered calendar days. With very little rain this summer and the increased morning water use has put a significant strain on the water supply in the Oxford Township area, and they must maintain adequate water supplies for firefighting purposes. It's a safety issue as that. As a conservation measure, Michigan State University recommends light, frequent irrigation applied in the early afternoon. So be careful when you water. Odd, odd, even, even. Terry?
With all the COVID shut-in and cancellations, neighbors seem to be turning more to being good neighbors, and the folks at Waterstone Development are no exception. Stephanie Bland, a Waterstone resident, got swells of cheering support from her neighbors as she literally ran circles around her neighborhood because the 2 100-mile Michigan races she signed up for were canceled. Last week, Bland, who ran in the Boston Marathon in 2013 and 14, was hoping to stay in shape and beat her personal best, which currently stands at 19 hours and 0 minutes. She ran the equivalent to the 100 miles just for fun. Jim?
It is with regret that we are reporting that the Wildcats lost a longtime Wildcats track and field assistant coach, George Sherratt, who died unexpectedly last month at 68 years old. This 2020 season would have been his 41st season with the Oxford track program. He moved to Oxford in 1975, living in the same house until his recent passing. In his 40 years with the track teams, he coached 25 all-state athletes and was assistant for 17 league championships. His support of Oxford athletics was not limited to track and field, as he was regularly seen all types of extracurricular activities. As understood, he was not just training athletes to be better athletes, but to be productive adults. Our sympathies go out to the coach's family and friends, and the celebration of life service at St. Joseph Catholic Church in Lake Orion last week. Again, our condolences to the family. Terry?
Oxford Township once again has received an unmodified opinion from Plymouth-based PSLZ LLP certified public accountants. That rating is the highest level of assurance an audit can obtain. In layman's terms, it's the best possible outcome for an audit. This means the township's general fund has experienced a significant increase in its balance, otherwise known as its reserve, and the township earnings has increased well over $300,000. Treasurer Joe Ferrari is praised for his accomplishments, looks like attributing sound conservative investments as contributing factors. Back to you, Jim.
Later this year, Oxford voters will be asked to approve funding increases to allow the fire department to continue operating at its current level, plus hire 5 additional full-time firefighters in replacement of the aging vehicles. Last week, the township voted 7-0 to place a 4-year, $4.5 mil property tax proposed on the November ballot. If approved, the millage would begin December 2020. The request is a millage renewal in addition to 1.1528 mil increase. 1 mil is equal to $1 for every $1,000 of property tax value. According to Chief Pete Schultz, hiring 4 additional firefighters would allow the department to increase staffing on each of its 3 24-hour shifts to 6. 3 of each station. Currently, 2 of the shifts are staffed at 3. And Chief also said currently it's difficult to get full participation from paid on-call firefighters. They all have very busy schedules and other lives. Often the chief depends on assistance from surrounding fire departments due to the staffing shortage. And we should mention about that. When you increase your fire capacity to fight fires, sometimes your insurance premium can go down on your house. I know we did a story a few years ago regarding that. Terry?
Here's an important reminder for voters. The August 4 primary is not a split ticket event. Voting a split ticket in the primary will invalidate all of your votes. Nothing partisan will be counted. However, nonpartisan candidates such as circuit court judge and proposals will be counted. If you want to vote for candidates from multiple parties, you may do that in the November general election.
Oxford Township water customers may be pleased to know that the 2019 drinking water quality report from the Oakland County Water Resource Commissioner is in now and available for the township at the township website, or you can call the county water department 248-452-9138. Again, if you'd like information about the current drinking water.
So if you'd like to learn more about these stories and others, go to the Oxford Leader newspaper, or you can go to the Charter Township of Oxford Facebook page, or catch us on Charter Channel 191 or AT&T Channel 99. I'm Terry Stiles. Thanks for watching. Jim?
Thanks, Terry. That's for this week's Oxford News this week. Thanks for watching OCTV, where we bring your news closer to home. Till we do it all over again next time, make sure to wear your mask. Stay tuned.